Hey everyone, welcome to Pirate of the Galaxy Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective sign of Leo. We're going to be looking at a Celtic crossbraid. I do want to let you know that cross watches are welcome. Also, energy is fluid. So flip switch the energies roles as you see fit and only take what resonates. So Leo, the universe has a message for you today. Let's set sail and find out what it is. Angel, spirits, guides, ancestors, can you please connect me to the collective energy of our Leos? Please help me to channel any messages for our Leos for their highest and greatest good. What is it that they need to know and be aware of for this time, please? Please show me the energy that our Leos are currently in at this time. Thank you for these messages, Spirit. Current energy, we do have the Knight of Cups. What is the energy crossing our Leos, please? What is the energy that is crossing them? Also, please note that I only take cards that flip, so I do appreciate your patience, and cards have already been shuffled prior to this reading. What is the energy that is crossing our Leo? We do have the Ace of Swords. Please show me the energy that we're unaware of. What is the energy that Leo is unaware of for the subconscious? Please and thank you for these messages. Seven of Swords. Please can I have the energy of the past? We have the Nine of Swords. Please can I have the energy of the distant future, upcoming distant future for our Leos? Please and thank you. We do have the Queen of Wands. Very nice. So that is Leo energy here. Show me what is the energy that we have for the near future, please. Energy for the near future. We have the Magician. It's major for Gemini. Show me, how does Leo see this current situation? Queen of Swords. What is the surrounding energy? Ten of Swords. What is the hopes and fears for my Leos, please? Hopes and fears. We have the Page of Cups. Can I have the potential outcome? Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Pentacles. This could be an energy of what you don't see coming. This is either equal give and take, or this could be someone breadcrumbing, not giving as much as what they're taking over here. So we will pull some clarifiers as we go on into this reading and see how this resonates with this Six of Pentacles energy here. So I'm going to walk you through these cards and then we're going to pull some clarifiers after. In your current energy, we do have the Knight of Cups. So I am seeing over here that the Knight of Cups has to do with emotion. It has to do with love. You could be dealing with someone that is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, take it as it fits. We will see why this Knight of Cups is here, but it has to do with the heart and with emotions. In the energy that's challenging you here, Leo, we do have the Ace of Swords. That is information. This is new communication I'm getting. So we'll clarify and see what that is. In the energy that you're unaware of, we do have the Seven of Swords. That could be someone that is being strategic with you, or it could represent someone that is lying, cheating, stealing. In the past, we had the Nine of Swords. This is something that's bothering you, keeping you up in your head. This is a disturbance of the mind when you're trying to sleep and things are running through your head. Because you're not able to put something to rest, or it could be your intuition that's trying to tell you something. You're trying to sort through information and try to make sense of things that maybe are not adding up. The energy in the near future, we do have the Magician. So someone is manifesting or creating something into existence. The distant future energy, we do have the Queen of Wands. Now I do see this as you. This is a Leo card. Take it as it resonates though, because the Queen of Wands doesn't have to be gender specific. Okay. If you're a man, you could do the King of Wands. If you're a masculine, the energy that you're viewing this with is the Queen of Swords. You're seeing through, you're seeing clearly, you're seeing through some kind of BS. You're not mincing words, you're not letting anyone waste your time. The energy that's surrounding you is the Ten of Swords. That is normally a painful ending or some sort of ending. The hopes and fears, we do have the Page of Cups, but the Page of Cups is in reverse. Normally when the Page of Cups is upright, this is someone approaching you to have a conversation. The conversation is normally you know, light and friendly. If the Page of Cups is in reverse though, it can be that someone could be just telling you what you want to hear. I'm getting this could be some form of trying to get your attention, or some form of manipulation. So I'm getting this in your hopes and fears. You are fearing that someone may not be sincere with their words, especially if they're paying you a compliment. Then we also have the Page of Swords here. So as the outcome, we do have someone here that is collecting information. Okay, we'll see who this is. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this. Spirit, can you please clarify this Knight of Cups here? Why is this in the current energy for our Leos? We do have the Star. We have the Chariots. Show me more. And the High Priestess. So I do want to point out as well in your reading that in all of these cards that we've pulled, I'm getting mostly cups, swords, and one wand. As well as, I need to point out that all of this is minor arcana. The only major arcana is the Magician. So this means that whatever's taking place over here, this is your everyday interactions, conversations with people, interactions, because it is something that you actually have control over. When we are pulling major arcanas, it's likely things that you may not have control over, okay? So the Nine of Cups does represent someone that's coming in, maybe like a smooth talker kind of energy, very romantic. I'm getting a good yeah, someone that's very good with their words here. We do have the Star, the Chariot, and the High Priestess here to clarify. So in this here, this Nine of Cups can also be someone that's very charismatic. I do tend to be aware though of people who are charismatic. I once heard a therapist talk about people with charisma, and this does, she does put it as, you know, people with a lot of charisma. It's like someone that's wearing too much perfume. They are trying to cover up, you know, something of, you know, their real like odor, I want to say. So be careful with these, people that are very charismatic, that are smooth talkers, okay? I am getting here that they are talking to you about some kind of wish fulfillment. They are wanting to move forward in some kind of situation with you. They're wanting to move things forward. But I am getting the High Priestess here, and I'm not necessarily getting this High Priestess energy from this Knight of Cups. I'm getting this more from you, that Spirit is telling you to use your intuition with regards to this. Now, this is a general read. As much as I'm getting cups and I'm seeing that this is some kind of relationship related, you know, friends or family, take it as it resonates. If this is in a work scenario, it could be, you know, someone at work coming to you with a very smooth offer, kind of painting a picture here of, you know, sky's the limit. These are all the things that we could do in the future. I'm also getting with the Chariot, whoever is speaking to you, whether it's in business or love and romance, they are trying to rush something over here with the Chariot, because the Chariot is the fastest moving card in the deck. So someone is trying to rush your decision. That's another red flag sometimes that we can be aware of, because when people are trying to rush things, they're not giving us that time to think things through. And when we're not given enough time to, it's like someone, like if it's business and someone's, you know, wanting you to sign the contract the same day, they're not giving you enough time to read that fine print, right? Because if you do have that enough time, take the time to, you know, process your thoughts and to listen to your intuition here with this. That's what I'm getting. Because in the energy that's challenging you here, we do have the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, seeing something clearly. So I'm getting here with this person that's very charismatic or smooth talking you in some way. They are trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and you're having a hard time seeing the truth of the situation. Let's go and just pull some clarifiers here though to confirm this message. Why do we have the Ace of Swords as the challenge for my Leos, please and thank you? Give me 3 cards. 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm getting the energy that somebody could be familiar to you. The energy could be familiar. And it feels like when they're around you, you could feel like, you know, you're floating on a cloud. But with this brings up illusions that in some way, that the way that they make you feel is so great that when you're coming back down to reality, you're not realizing that, wait a sec, this is all kind of talk, and I'm being breadcrumbed over here. This is what I'm getting. They're more focusing on the way that they make you feel, and a feeling is, you know, just an emotion. It's, you know, could be done through talking. It's not necessarily action that's taking place to bring stability over here. I can be getting an energy of future faking. Someone could be future faking. So in the, you know, in the current moment, you're thinking, oh wow, this is going to be so great, this is going to be so wonderful. But then, you know, when push comes to shove, when everything is in the 3D, where is the evidence? Where is the proof of what they're telling you over here? This is what I'm getting. Why do we have the Seven of Swords in the energy that we're unaware of? So we do have the Hangman, but it's in reverse. Show me more. We have the Page of Cups, which we have over here, but it's in reverse. And we got the Four of Swords. Yeah, so in the energy that you're unaware of, it does seem that someone was being strategic with you. They had, in this picture here, you can see someone's hand, but actually their finger, they have a knife stuck in their shirt here. So they're hiding this sword. So it seems like someone was hiding something from you here, not being honest. It could be like lying by omission. They might not actually directly lie to you, but, you know, keeping out details of certain things is basically painting a picture, not giving you the full truth kind of thing. Because we do have the Hangman. Now the Hangman is someone normally pausing and looking at something clearly, but because this is in reverse, it's showing that someone cannot see things clearly. Page of Cups, the conversation could be very light and you know, maybe flirtatious, but again, because it's just a page, it's a beginner energy. It's not as if they're coming to you with you know, like a king energy, or, you know, like an emperor energy. It's more of just, I'm gonna tell them what they need to hear and make them feel good in the moment. And what this is showing me here is that you need to take some time out from the situation. You need to take some time apart, maybe like a separation, to rest and see things through, because when you remove yourself from the situation, you will gain clarity. You could also be getting messages in your dreams, maybe nightmares, or some messages from the divine that's trying to warn you here, okay? Taking a look here in the past energy, we do have the Nine of Swords. Let's clarify that. Please let me know, why do we have the Nine of Swords in the recent past, please, Spirit, for our Leos? Thank you for these messages. Yeah, okay, so we do have the Empress. And it's funny, I was just thinking about the Empress. It is in reverse. I was thinking about that card specifically today, and I'll tell you why. We have the Empress in reverse, we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. So Nine of Swords is an energy of not being able to sleep because you have anxiety. When the body is experiencing anxiety, it's something that's happening within the mind and the nervous system. So there's really nothing that you can do to overcome, you know, the anxiety. Like, let's say I am going to sleep and I'm struggling to sleep, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe a hot bath or, you know, a hot cocoa will calm me down and help me to sleep. But if it's like severe anxiety, you know, the body, it's not within the body, it's the mind that keeps racing and racing and racing, that kind of feeling, you know. So with that, we do have the Empress in reverse. Now in the Empress, normally upright is someone that's very abundant, but with the Empress in reverse, this is an energy of perhaps the person that you're dealing with that is being very, I want to say needy, I want to say codependent. I'm also saying seeing someone that is very consumed, and they just consume whatever they can, you know, be it whatever. It's just someone that over consumes, and they would quit and stop at nothing to get what they want, including using people. It's someone that's just constantly seeking and sucking energy from others, kind of like an energetic vampire. This could be, you know, someone that is always consuming money as well, you know, whatever it is. They're just always in the energy of needing, but to an excess, right? Because the Empress attracts because they don't necessarily need things. But this is someone that is needing in excess. And to what extent they're doing this, you know, who knows, right? Because we do have the Seven of Cups here. It seems like they have multiple options. They work in illusions. We've already seen that energy here. And it could be with the Ace of Cups, it could be that they've approached you and they've offered you, you know, this new cup of love, and it's put you in your head like, why are they approaching me again? And it's been keeping you up at night, just going over it and over it. So let's clarify this energy in the near future. The Magician, why do we have that here, please, Spirit, for our Leos? We have the Queen of Swords, so matching energy, because we do have that here. We do have the Five of Pentacles that came out on its side. And we have the Tower. Yes, okay. So I think this is you, or your higher self at least, that has manifested this in. You are manifesting to cut through the bullshit. You're leaving someone out in the cold, I'm getting here. Or maybe you haven't left them out yet, but you're planning on how to go about this, because it's kind of like if you're dealing with someone that's this slippery, you're needing to have a plan perhaps, because you know, if they are maybe such a smooth talker, they have, you know, if they know you, they have their way of getting around things. So you're having to be pretty strategic on cutting them out here. And the Tower, yes, it's going to come as a surprise to this person what you have planned for them. But you need to know, because I know like Leos are very, you know, you have a noble heart. And you're normally not, you know, anyone who's sly or strategic. So it's not in your nature. But in order to beat this person, you're gonna have to be strategic and go about it very secretively until it's the moment to, you know, kind of like a lion when it's hunting, and it's basically in that energy of, you know, creeping softly through the grass, you know, watching its prey, watching for that right time, and then when the time is right, they're gonna pounce upon their prey. This is kind of what's going on here with your Leo energy. Clarify this Queen of Wands here in the distant future for our Leos, please. Why do we have that? Why do we have that here, Spirit? Judgment. Two more cards. Two more cards, please, for our Leos, for the greatest and highest good. Thank you. Okay. So in the distant future, I'm getting the Queen of Wands. This is you in your power, because the Queen of Wands, like, you don't necessarily want to mess with her. This is the only queen that's comfortable enough to be with their dark side and make friends with their dark side, and this is what makes them so powerful and confident. Okay. None of the other queens will have that side to them, so it's kind of like you don't want to get on their bad side because they're not afraid to go there. So you're in your power, you're making things happen as you need to. You having judgment here. This is like pulling the trigger, so to speak, making that judgment call, deciding when to take action. We have Three of Swords. Even though it's gonna, you know, it's not pleasant for you to deal with this, but unfortunately, you know, when these situations arise, you have to deal with it accordingly. Like, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And yes, you are almost at the finish line, but you have to keep going. I know that you're tired, but at this point, you're gonna be in your power because you're gonna, so to speak, outlast the person that you're dealing with. Okay, because you are a fixed sign, so you have that stamina to keep going, whereas your person that you're dealing with, I don't think that they're gonna have that kind of stamina, just because they're coming to you with an energy of a page. So it's seeming like you're gonna outlast them, you're gonna outthink them, you're gonna outsmart them, is what I'm getting here. Please clarify this Queen of Swords in the energy that is representing how Leo feels about this connection, please, and thank you. Why do we have the Queen of Swords? 3 cards, please, Spirit. High Priestess, loving that. 2 more cards, please. King of Wands, I do love that because we had the Queen of Wands up there. Now we have the King of Wands. This is also Leo energy, or fire sign energy. Aries, Sag, Leos, all my fire signs representing. Show me more. And the Tower. Second time we got the Tower. Boom. So yeah, this is how you're viewing this whole situation playing out. You're gonna strike. The High Priestess is using your intuition, connecting with the divine to guide you, to protect you as well. Don't forget to pray and ask for protection as well. The King of Wands is someone that is taking action. They go after what they want. And the Tower. Like I said, you're going to strike. You're not going to take this lying down. If you're needing to get out of the situation, get out of the situation. If you need to disconnect, cut cords, do that. This person has a surprise coming to them. Please, can we get the Ten of Swords? Why do we have this? See, Seven of Swords again. We had this here in the energy that you were unaware of. Someone's being sneaky. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can be a player card. Someone that's having multiple options. Someone that is non-committal. One more card, please, for our Leos. Okay, so these definitely wanted to come out. Yeah, so the surrounding energy is a painful ending. That is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Lots of repeating cards because here in the recent past we had the Nine of Swords. I'm getting how this person made you feel in the past with sleepless nights and having anxiety and anxious thoughts racing through your head. They're going to be put in this situation now. They're going to be feeling this because their lies and deceits and calculatedness has caught up with them. You're aware of them, the Knight of Wands, and their multiple cups and options. You're aware of what's been hidden and what's been going on in the dark. This is what I'm getting here for you, Leo. Clarify this Page of Cups in reverse in the hopes and fears, please. King of Pentacles. Two more cards. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Emperor. Yeah, so what I'm getting, because it's the Page of Cups in reverse, so you're afraid that this person is going to try to come to you with phony, fake energy, starting a conversation, reaching out, trying to communicate. They're going to pretend that they're this Emperor and they're going to pretend that they're this King of Pentacles. But remember what I said, it's all talk, it's future faking. So if anything, if they have one slight of ounce of doubt, don't believe their words, because remember, an apology with words and no change behavior is just manipulation. I think you're past all of that already. I think you realize how manipulative this person is in the lies. So don't fall for it. I know, but that's in your fears that they're gonna come around with this energy. But Leo, let me tell you something. I know you're stronger than that. I think you're past that point now of return. You're at the point of no return. Page of Swords outcome. We have the Four of Cups. Give me two more cards, please, for my Leos. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this person keeps coming up with, because they try to pretend that they have like a mask. And the mask now with the outcome is you've seen it all. You've seen through the facade. You've seen through the mask. You know too much. You figured it out. That's the outcome. You're rejecting them. You're pulling back your investment, and you're taking your pentacles and your energy, and you are going to invest it somewhere else. You will no longer be investing it in this person. So Leo, I hope this reading resonates with you. I am going to be pulling an oracle card quickly. If this reading does resonate, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you do subscribe, it allows me to connect with your energy in the future when I do these readings. Also, if you really like this video, please click the like button, and you can even leave a comment and let me know if this resonates, please. Let's get one card. We are going to be reading from the Dream Ritual Oracle cards. Let's see what messages the universe has for you today. We do have requests. Okay, and this says over here, request, qualities, ask, investigate, visualize, receive, experiment. Lunar power. There can be there can be no better time to ask your dreaming mind to help you with a specific problem than when the moon is waxing. This is because the moon starts to reach out and express herself in the night sky, and that is exactly what you're doing when you incubate a dream. You are reaching for a resolution and moving away from passively hoping for change toward actively experimenting with solutions, and in the process committing to positive change. Ritual, incubate a dream. Write down a problem you want insight for on a piece of paper and place the piece of paper beside your bed with another blank piece of paper and a pen. As you're getting ready for bed, mull over the problem and ways to solve it in your head. Visualize the problem as an image, or repeatedly talk to yourself about finding a solution with your thoughts. Before falling asleep, imagine yourself dreaming about the problem. Tell yourself to expect dreams about your question, and visualize waking up in the morning with the inside of your mind. Upon awakening, lie still and note whatever fragments of a dream are there. Ask for more of the dream to reveal itself. Should there be no recall at all, focus on how you feel. Get up and write down your dream and how you're currently feeling about the problem. Your mantra: I find the answers I need in my dreams. So my beautiful Leos, this was your reading. I hope it helped, and I hope it resonated for most of you. Know that I love you all very, very much, and remember to trust the stars, follow your intuition, and I'll see you in the next cosmic voyage.